Allow me, as the chair of this session, to follow this order in the order at which you logged in.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today is a very important day for Kenya. It is a day, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today is a very important day for Kenya. It is a day, Mr. Speaker, that Kenyans are alert everywhere, because what the decision we are going to make in this House, Mr. Speaker, affects their life in its entirety, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, having gone through all this bill, when I tried to align with the roadside advertisements, Mr. Speaker, the Speaker pronouncements by the head of state that is going to take care of people who earn 30,000 and below. 30,000 below. 1.5 million workers in this country, Mr. Speaker. Those aspirations, Mr. Speaker, is not taken care of here. I've gone through it. If this government wants to walk the talk, 1.5 million Kenyans who get 30,000 below have a dependency rate of 10 million who rely on them, Mr. Speaker. If it is not found here, this is the only tax law that comes to this House for us to pass. No one, including the minister, no one, including the director, can propose a tax law without this House passing the tax law, Mr. Speaker. So we are here, Mr. Speaker, to actually find out if it is not here, this thing must be thrown and rejected in totality. Yes. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, when you go to it,
Honorable Majimbo, order. There is a point of order.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I rise on the point of order, Honorable Speaker, on matters relevance. Honorable Speaker, what we are discussing today here is the report by the Finance Committee that is already before us. We are not discussing what is not in the report by the Finance Committee, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the issues raised by the Honorable Member for Kabuchai, that pronouncements were made by His Excellency the President somewhere in the roadside, it is the responsibility of this House to legislate, Honorable Speaker. It is not the head of state to legislate, Honorable Speaker. If he made his pronouncements is there, at the point we will bring them here, Honorable Speaker. We will have an opportunity. We will have an opportunity to discuss.
Take your seat.
Honorable Speaker,
take your seat.
Honorable Speaker, you will not allow head class, Honorable Speaker. This is a House of
Take your seat.
Honorable Speaker, this is a House of debate.
Take your seat. Take your seat, Honorable Soro. Order. The Honorable Majimbo, the Honorable Jack Wamboka. This House will listen to the Honorable Majimbo in silence. Yes. The Honorable Majimbo will remain order. The Honorable Majimbo will remain relevant in his submissions to ensure, because there's no law, and you know it very well. We are not in the old constitution. We have a new constitution that give parliament powers. We don't order. We do not need the president to do anything for us to discuss any matter in this House. It belongs elsewhere, and you know that very well. So let's maintain decorum, and I expect all of us to be decorous in this morning sitting so that we can proceed with what we're doing. Order. The Honorable Majimbo will be heard without any further point of order. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to be tempted, because I'm a very good singer. I don't want to be tempted to sing the song that Kenyans sang for Honorable Soro in Kusi Stadium, because it touches on his private part. Mr. Speaker, when we come to this bill, Mr. Speaker, exactly, Mr. Speaker, Part A, Section 1, number 169, Mr. Speaker, which touches on mitumba in Kiswahili. In English, Mr. Speaker, it is written here as worn clothings and other worn articles. Worn clothings. Mr. Speaker, this product has been moved from zero rated to tax exempt. What does that mean, Mr. Speaker? We went to school properly. We know when you cannot claim any tax on it, then you will pass it to the consumer. That is what we mean, Mr. Speaker. The price of mitumba will increase. Yes. This House, Mr. Speaker, does not. Mr. Speaker, we must be honest on what we are bringing here with the members of this country. Mr. Speaker, when I come to, Mr. Speaker, we are reading, Mr. Speaker. And you are seeing me referring to every clause. Mr. Speaker, when you come to the non-resident landlord, Mr. Speaker, that article here, Mr. Speaker, they say that actually the imposition of non-resident rental income tax. Mr. Speaker, you realize that here it says that actually a tax to be known as non-residential rental income tax shall be payable by that non-resident person at the rate specified in the third schedule. Mr. Speaker, when you go in the third schedule, and I've gone to the very properly here, the third schedule, Mr. Speaker, the only relative close to that is Mr. Speaker, the only clause that is close to that, Mr. Speaker, is C1. C1, Mr. Speaker. And on C1 it says, in respect of a rent premium or similar considerations for the use of occupation or removable property, 30%, Mr. Speaker, is payable. We want this committee to tell us, before the 30% that is imposing, what was that percentage before? It was 7%. Where the tenants were withholding, they are withholding the money for the purpose of KRA. It was 7%. In this document, Mr. Speaker, we imposed 30%. 30%, Mr. Speaker, means what? If you are paying rent of 10,000, Mr. Speaker, you will have to submit 3,000, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Soro, allow the Honorable Majimbo to finish his submission. You'll respond to him. You'll respond to him. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I will further inject, Mr. Speaker. When I'm injecting this sense, Mr. Speaker, the whole nation is watching us. This House is making the law for posterity. We must put Kenyans in their right position. And Mr. Speaker, Kenyans are not fools. When they watch and we read here, and we say that we have not imposed any tax on Mitumba, here on the floor of the House, and yes, it's put here in clause 169. Mr. Speaker, this puts us in a very awkward position. If Mr. Speaker, I heard well, the minister also reiterated that those Kenyans who earn 30% and below, 30,000 and below, 30,000 and below, they were going to be exempted from pay as you earn tax. Mr. Speaker, any law that deals with the tax must be brought here. And it must be put in here. It is nowhere. We are saying, and that's why, Mr. Speaker, we are saying, we are telling this government, Mr. Speaker, to be a one-term government. It is going to be one-term government because, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't carry the aspirations of the Kenyans. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Now, I want to request as follows, because I know all of us are emotive. Let's just be factual. You know, I'm listening to Honorable Majimbo, and he refers to clause 169. And you know it's not there. So, order. Just sit down. I will. Every member in this House will have their say. In fact, I want to request the following: that because all of us want to speak, if you could limit your intervention to 5-6 minutes, I don't want to control it myself, so that every member is able to get a chance to speak. I'll be very happy. What I will not do, and I want members to be decorous, I'll not stop any member, whether they're opposing or proposing, from saying what they want to say. And that's why I want all of us to have our time and please maintain decorum. The next member on the line is Honorable Mark Mwenje.
Oh, thank you, Honorable.